one. I've been looking forward to this one for a while. It's been years in the making. In fact, the read this week, Power Lords, is tied to this larger universe that began a long time ago. 1998 or 1983 was when the toys first came out. I'm sort of 10 years old at the time when these things came out. So core, right, to my youth, as it were. So to look forward to something today from that time period after so long and really being out of the public eye. But just a few years ago, the guys that created the docuseries, the toys that made us, that Netflix series, they look at toys, all the different toys, Ninja Turtles and He-Man and Transformers and G.I. Joe, just all the different toys, Barbie, you name it, the Legos, and they made this investment and bought up some of these rebel properties, these toy properties from the 80s, including the Power Lords. And I'm a toy guy. I know we talk about the comic books all the time. I own the comic book shop, but what brought me to comic books was toys. And even in my youth, it was the toys first, but then they made comic books about some of the toys that I played with, and there's that connection, and you eventually find yourself to it. And I am still to this day a toy collector. I'm surrounded by dozens of little figures right now as I'm sitting here, and they're always staring at me, and they change and they move, I move them and change them, but they're all around me all the time, and it's still a thing for me, and still something that's I'm very fond of. And so when this Nacelle Corporation bought up the Power Lords and Biker Mice from Mars and Sectars, it was with the intent of creating this new universe, the Nacelleverse, and they have done it. It's been a slow build up to it, and they've been releasing some titles for the past few months, and so we knew that this one was coming, and so I was looking forward to this read and just wondering after all this time, knowing that it was sort of a thing where the fanboys picked it up and ran with it. They picked it up so many years later and have decided that this is what they want to do, and they want to bring this universe back, and so far it's been really interesting to feel that nostalgia, to experience it and dive into it. But that was with some of those other titles, the Biker Mice from Mars and Sectars in particular. There's another big title that for some reason is not coming to me at the moment, but that should tell you something about it, that it was the Power Lords that I remembered out of all this, and the Power Lords has been the last release in this Nacelle universe, and it was a great read. It was a great just a refresher, a reintroduction to some characters and some themes and some ideas, but from a new take. The Nacelle guys have gone out, and they're under Oni Press. That's great. And they picked up some top talent. You may not recognize the names right off the top, but they're really people that have been working hard and doing good things in the industry. Marvel, DC, independents across the board, and that includes Dennis Culver and Matt Hodson, the writers of the Power Lords #1 here. This comes out Wednesday, and it will be, I guess, Wednesday's the 29th, so this one's available at your local comic book shop there on the 29th, and it was a great read. Getting caught back up. Arcus, we catch up with them. They're battling. Arcus is just broken out of prison. He's been helped by Rhaegoth and Griptog. And if you know the names, you know the names. If not, you just know that these characters, these bad guys, they normally they don't work together, but they've teamed up now to help each other out. And we don't know really why, but we assume these stories will all put them all together. It's neat because at initially Lord Power is not there. Adam's not there. He does eventually show up, and right away they separate him from his power jewel, and he, as Adam and the power jewel, drop into this wormhole, and then you sort of fast forward a year later, and it's just Adam. He doesn't have his jewel, but he has a new crew. He's these strange characters he's running around with, pirates or what have you, and they're on the hunt for a great treasure. And I'll give you three guesses what the treasure is, and two of them don't count. It was a fantastic read, Power Lords #1. I'm just excited to dive into the rest of it.